So for those of you that don't know, apparently advanced mode is almost like playing this blind, where most of the UI is completely eliminated. So you have to like go off of feel much more. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, let's try some. Oh wait, you can't do that for tournaments, can you? Okay. Is there a stroke play here? Minigame training. Oh, okay, so I guess it's under multiplay. Well, that's weird. $396.18. See, where do I toggle advanced mode? Oh, set to advanced mode select. Okay. So I don't have that for every course, but okay. Aloha advanced mode. Oh, and there's entirely different scores for advanced mode. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's try some advanced mode. Hey, Lamau, okay. I want to use a fairly controllable character. A fairly controllable character. So I don't get, like, annihilated too badly here. Alright, well, as much as it pains me, I might want to try using the metrosexual villain of Ultimate Evil. And if this outfit does not scream metrosexual, I don't know what does.
Recognize me from my hit TV show?
And those of you that don't know what metrosexual means, it basically just means metropolitan heterosexual, and it refers to an upper class male who has strong fashion, who is wealthy and liberal and has high fashion sense. So that's what that term refers to. It has almost nothing to do with actual sexual orientation. All right. Maybe I'll do a round where I add a bunch of crazy rules too, but I just want to see what advanced mode is like. First off.
Give me the rides, baby.
Maybe I could have tried a tournament with advanced mode, but we'll see how this turns out here. I'm sure this will all count just the same. Okay. So, no grid. Yeah, no landing point grid. So, yeah, no landing point. Okay, so the controls are pretty much the same. But what else changes? We'll have to figure that out here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, no landing point. So maybe I do just go out here. I could have aimed further left. Okay. Oh yeah, no elevation indicators. Ah, okay. That's another thing. Oh, and another thing I'm noticing here is no wind speed. So... And it appears as though I cannot toss grass. So, it will remain a mystery to me. So, in order to figure out the wind speed, generally you want to observe the trees and maybe look at that arrow on the upper corner and see how fast it's flashing. Those are a couple of ways that you can tell what's going on there. And no green grid.
A little flick.
Wow, okay. Well. You know, to be honest with you here, this looks pretty flat. It's honestly very hard to tell if this will break any way or the other. It's honestly very hard to tell.
Is that a birdie I smell?
My pilot just got bigged up.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. All right. So this is not a strong wind at all, thankfully. So I almost don't have to aim. I seem to remember that this hole goes downhill about 15 yards. That much I do remember. So I think we'll be just fine doing this.
I can't watch.
Yeah, a little hook, so I ended up veering left.
Drop it like a pair of pants.
And then yeah, this is going uphill and maybe slanting slightly left. So I'm gonna aim at the left edge and then hard to tell how much I'm going up. Yeah, this is fascinating. Just trying to like no green grid. Oof. No green grid. Thankfully, the cup in this game is actually pretty generous, especially if you can get the perfect pressure-sensitive swirling putt. That will increase your chances a decent bit. So maybe I go like 16 here, just to be safe. And it was breaking the other way, which I should have maybe foreseen just because of the way that the indicator line was going. But you can't always rely on that just because it is wholly indicative of how hard that you hit your shot. So yeah, I don't know why I thought it was breaking that way. If anything, it was going the other way. So this is the one that starts going way down and then it goes way up. So I can totally just go out here. And then 223, so I can then just take a driver all the way up here. And hopefully dodge the trees. Because this does go way up, so you do have to hit this hard.
Going on the dance floor. This is a big one, baby.
Alright, yeah, you don't have to be a pro to tell that this is sloping hard left. Two of your best reliable indicators are the ball slope, which you see on the lower right corner there. It is biasing leftward. And another indicator that you see like right there is how the ball is spinning and how fast it's spinning. Those are general indicators of how much the ball is going to draw or fade from that lie. And then you got cup angle. So this is a right to left cup angle. So this all tells me I gotta probably aim toward my caddy and maybe give it a little bit of power too, so. I can't be too far off. Okay.
Give me the bird, buddy. See you later. Left. What was that?
Damn, I don't know. You gotta try to get close, otherwise this gets tough. Okay. Yeah, look at this guy with a mobile phone in 2003, 2004. That is definitely some metrosexual shit right there. One did not simply have a mobile phone back then. Or maybe... I remember. I think my first phone was an LG Chocolate. You remember those things? Those things were freaking everywhere. And I remember it was like kind of this sort of clamshell thingy, but instead of flipping, it like slid. And so then when you slid like the top part up, which had like the screen and everything, then that revealed the keypad underneath it. So I don't know what you call that type of design, but yeah, that was like what I first had back in the late aughties. Because I didn't get my first mobile phone until I was almost done with high school. Because the culture was just so much different back then. You didn't just literally give little kids phones back then like you do today. You just didn't do that. Partly because they were so damn expensive. Even though they're still damn expensive today, but you know what I mean. I don't want to hit that hard, so we'll tap a circle here. Maybe this hook is a good thing. Alright, this is a pipe even I should be able to sink.
See you later.
I think if anything, we'll break slightly right. Yep, I knew it. Alright. This is an interesting exercise for sure. So, essentially, you can get a pretty good idea here of what your boundaries are based on where your caddy is standing. So, if I was able to carry this water, then maybe the caddy would be out there. But because he's out there, maybe it'd be in my best interest just to play out here for now. Because I don't remember how far it is to carry that water, even though with a power shot, I probably could. This is not a bad angle from here.
Right between the eyes. Shazam!
So the wind did do something. Okay, excellent.
Drop it like a pair of pants. Give it a little flick. Right.
I'm noticing that there's this impression line that is out here, even though that's not where I hit to. So I guess it almost kind of, sort of, gives an indication of what's happening here. So yeah, there's definitely some right to left action here. Otherwise I'm not sure. It's definitely not going too far up or down, that is for sure. So, we'll go with like 15. Maybe I was going slightly down. That was going pretty brisk. Okay. Thankfully, this is a pretty easy course, so... I think I want to go to the right here if I can. I just gotta figure out where the hell I'm going. And I should be carrying over this bunker. Okay, yeah, so Alan hits slight draws. That's good to remember. Alright. Although, we're going to be fading hard here with this slope. So... This, I distinctly remember this is a pretty elevated green, so... Maybe I'll even try clubbing up a bit. Alan's got pretty good control, so I don't see this going too badly. Alright, nice Yuger.
This is a big one, baby. Put some juice on it.
Interesting, so I'm trying to gauge what the ball is doing. So we're definitely breaking a little bit right-left. And we're definitely going uphill, so... we'll try this.
That's how you get the bait.
I'd like to thank nobody for helping me get here. Yeah.
I think I saw somewhere on, like, Alan's in-game bio that he likes to play for the company baseball team. So that is definitely a... that definitely is befitting of his personality, too. Pretty funny, I guess. Alright, I think I'm just gonna follow my caddy's lead here and go out here. Because it'll just be a comfy short iron to the green. Yeah, 118, that's a nice short iron. Okay. Ugh. I was concentrating on lowering the power slightly with the circle, and then I lost sight of the impact. But
Very cool.
that actually worked out fine anyway, because Alan controls well. And then, this is breaking a little bit, but best not to overcomplicate.
Check out the plumage on that
My
bird.
pilot just got big.
Yeah, thankfully, yeah, this is almost like how you would putt in Mario Golf N64, except there was at least some indication in that game, but even still, you did have to try to sight read quite a bit with that game. So I am wondering if maybe, just maybe, I'm strong enough to try to take advantage of this rock here. There's one way to find out.
Wow. Sheesh, you like living dangerously?
Okay, a Lamau. Alright. I thought maybe I would get a stronger kick there, but I made it over. Thank God the meter is not blind, is also not obscured. So you wouldn't, so it's not like where you would have to actually physically time in your head when to press your buttons to do whatever power level. Thank God at least you have some visual of that too. Otherwise you can make that even harder still, but at that point you might as well just close your eyes and play the game. At that point. Because, yeah, once you take that away, then basically you're playing blind. You can slow down. Holy crap. Holy crap, okay.
Drop, baby, drop. Right. Not bad.
Better than a romantic comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. Because most rom-coms suck. I should know. Well, I've pretty much seen every movie that had ever been released from 2007 to 2000, from mid 2007 to mid 2012. So yeah, because I worked at a movie theater. So now we got a pretty decent crosswind. And we're going a decent ways downhill, so I can afford to go down to a 6.
I can't watch. Shazam! All day long.
This looks good.
Like a pair of pants. Give it a little flick. See you later. Left.
Slightly left-right. And maybe slightly down, but I'm going to be slightly assertive with this. Because as I've said, the cup is fairly generous with power here, unlike Hot Shots 3. Nice. Still have plenty of powers if I wanted to. Although, because of how weak power shots are in these games, I find myself just not bothering to use them as much as I could. 10 yards is not that much compared to 10%. No, in the Mario Golf games, 10% is a shit ton, so power shots are actually useful. I can't remember the elevation change here with respect here, but it is an elevated green, so I do want to hit hard enough.
Right between the eyes. That thing's got sonar.
You're not the only one who has mentioned sonar. It seems Greg
Time to shine.
has mentioned sonar as well. So that must be their interpretation of, like, our in-game abilities, like using UI and whatnot. I guess you could interpret that as, like, sonar. Like, seriously, how do you see this and not think Garfield? Or Gex, or Crash Bandicoot? Same kind of thing, really. But yes. Especially Garfield. So this does break a decent bit. Nice lucky swirly.
Tell your parents.
That was not as much uphill as I thought it was. Alright. So I remember this is one where if you hold back just enough, you do have a pretty decent eagle setup. So you gotta make sure not to go too hard. And then I'll just play it by ear for the second shot. Probably with another driver. Because, yeah, this can roll a decent amount. Yeah, so I think about 267 or so is about the max you can go here. So that's good. In fact, why don't I take advantage of the power and try a 3-wood power? That'll make for a more precise landing. Soften it up slightly with a circle press, which kind of sounds like a fighting move in Pokemon. Circle press. Wait, that is... Oh, circle throw. Okay, so I'm mixing either flying press / body press, and then there's circle throw, and those are 3 different moves. All right, so we are sloping a decent amount right to left, and we're going a little up. So let's try this in 20.
One more for the book.
I'd like to thank nobody for helping me get here.
I would like to thank nobody for helping me get here. If it weren't for 3-putting that third hole, I would have a perfect record on all the par 5s. That would have been pretty cool. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, so did you get? So you got Dragon Quest V and you got Tiger Woods 04 for free. Nice. Yeah, usually you can still for the most part get franchise sport games for pretty cheap. Dragon Quest V though, that's a heck of a pickup. That probably might have cost you a pretty penny. Like, I've noticed that any games that are of even decent quality, especially the ones that they put behind the glass, those are pricey. Those are pricey. But yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, what did Tiger Woods 04 probably cost? $10? That's probably what I usually see those games for. Typically, those, like, most Tiger Woods games, they tend to price at around $5 to $10.
Give me the bird, buddy.
And I used to remember the years, like, the prices have gone up so much even in the last 5 years. I remember you could probably get those for like $2 each. Probably not, because the DS didn't come out until holiday season of 2004, so I kind of doubt that. I kind of doubt it. But you never know. What in the heck are you doing there, Daxter? You, anti-hero serial killer, you? Alright, so this is definitely going a little bit left-right. And definitely a little bit up, so we'll do like 18 right here. I am kicking advanced mode's ass. Although, to be fair, this is a pretty simple course, so... So it's not like any one shot is horribly complicated. And I do remember this course pretty well, especially between the last game and this one. Alright, so elevated and headwind, so we're clubbing up, and I'm just going to do a full-on backspin. And that should keep us safe. Even if I didn't execute the perfect backspin, we're still in pretty good shape.
You make it look easy. Drop it like a pair of pants. Right up.
Alright, like a pair of pants, we do 8 feet, and we should be good to go.
Check out the plumage on that
My
bird.
pilot just got bigged up.
Excellent. After this, I'll have to try another advanced mode route, but make it a little bit more challenging. Yeah, okay, so I want to go as far left as I can possibly manage here, because of this big dog leg. That would have probably been that probably would have been 05, because I think they tend to. It's kind of like car models; they tend to release those like a few months early. And I mean, the DS was a hot seller, so like anything that could have been put on that platform, regardless of how well it would work, there was. There were at least 2 Guitar Hero games on DS, and I think there was a Rock Band game too. Although the Rock Band game, I don't think was nearly as good, or had like the cool peripheral like the DS ones did. Like the Guitar Hero games ones. Ah. So this looks slightly elevated, but I think the 6 should still make it. I just totally blinked. Okay. Okay. Alright, so sand. We do gotta aim a fair bit.
No more playing in the sand. Square ball, round hole.
What are you saying? Square ball, round hole? What nonsense are you talking about, boy? Alright, par's fine.
Another 0.
That's...
Better than a romantic comedy. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Ah, yes. That's right. This one. This hole complements Alan's draw perfectly. So it's just a matter of aiming to a nice spot. So we'll try... a nice high draw.
That's the ticket.
And this should loop right back to that fairway patch. Wow, okay, so I overaimed apparently. Alright, well, it's still a short trip to this green, so... Yikes. The mathematics is not very nice here, though, so... And we do have quite the breeze blowing, so... We gotta try, perhaps, a slightly unique formula of mathematics. That's what y'all come for. A slight sacrifice was to be made because of how strong this crosswind was.
Give me the bird, buddy.
Okay.
A little flick. See you later. Left.
Ah, yes, yes. I remember having the first one on there, and The two Uber songs were I Don't Want to Stop by Ozzy Osbourne and Brain Freeze or Game Boy or whatever that song was called by Freeze Pop. So yeah, that was fun though. I remember that when in my first year of college, like before people like had music on their phones and whatever, we had like a big old blackout, and I guess I don't know, there was like some like not like a party, but just like a gathering, and then the power goes out, and so then I just put on my DS and I was playing through some All-Star and all the small things on there, and turned the volume up, and everyone was all listening to it and all that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Shape of the Cup. All right, Shape of the Cup. We can do this. Did I aim enough? Nope, of course not. Shape of the Cup. Okay.
Well, it's not a boat.
Yeah, it felt like Activision was more accommodating to the quirks of the Nintendo consoles at the time than Harmonix was, and which also was the case for the Wii Guitar Hero for the Guitar Hero games on Wii that had the controllers where you would snap a Wii remote into so that you could use the motion controls to like activate the star power and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure 265 does not carry over this pool area here. So we're gonna go a little bit to the right and then maybe just play a big fade to the green. I'm pretty sure. And then I shouldn't need any power shots after this hole because then there's a par 3 and then a short par 4. So yeah, I'm gonna need like some big giant fade sort of thing. Courtesy of perhaps a 4-iron power, just for that little bit of extra motion. Just for that little bit of extra motion.
That's the ticket. I can't watch. Shazam!
Hey, Lamau dudes. I have been killing these par 5s. Aside from the 3-putt on hole 3, but let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. And then we get this.
You're a real player, man.
I'd like to thank nobody for helping me get here. Yep.
Excellent. Ah, nice Wariogasm. I swear, I love Gaussian blur filters. That's what all like the meme lords use for some of their memes. In addition to obnoxious camera panning and zooming, one of their things also is some kind of blur filter, and usually it's probably it might be some variation of a Gaussian filter. And of course, as most of us know, Gauss was a mathematician, from which the computer algorithms of the blur filter is named after, but in spite of the fact that Gauss was a mathematician that lived centuries ago. But yes, fascinating stuff. All right, yeah, that was pretty damn good, in spite of not hitting sweet spot. So I remember this hole goes way downhill. This plus tailwind means I can actually go all the way down to a 9 here.
Crappy.
Come on, white thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because wasn't Amplitude Harmonix's first project before Rock Band?
Give me the bird, buddy. Give it a little flick.
Or was it something similar? Of course, nowadays, you know, now with like, you know, all that rhythm game stuff being milled to death, the best way to experience that stuff today is Clone Hero. So it's an open source spiritual successor to those games, and you can use something like Bridge, I think is the name of some program that you can use to actually like look up and download charts to import into Clone Hero. So essentially if you wanted to, you could emulate like the whole music library of those old games that people have recharted again. So yeah, I know it's I don't remember what Amplitude was. It was I just remember that was something that Harmonix did before Rock Band. So those were the good days of microtransactions before they became. It didn't occur to me that pub was going downhill, but that worked out. Okay.
Okay, last chance to shine.
Yeah, I think that game maybe was like a modern remake. I think that's what that is. I'm going off of memory. All these years just kind of melt together. Nice uphill green, so that ball stops quick.
Drop it like a pair of pants. Right?
Alright, easy course. Okay. So that was a fun little challenge. I gotta see what the hardest course that I have advanced mode unlocked is, and try that out.